Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh. I'm back from a small little vacation. I desperately missed you guys. Unfortunately, I had to miss the first game of the season. I was camping. I was far away. I had zero service. I was just desperately trying to get some so I could at least check the score. And I missed a 7-goal thriller. Of course. Why would it go any other way? Besides the why couldn't have been a 1-0 win for Dortmund? But regardless, it was still a fun trip, you know, is what it is. But I'm excited to be back. Genuinely missed the watch along. I did. I missed seeing the game, man. I missed you guys. So I'm pretty excited to be back. We'll be talking about Delaney today. That is the main subject. But because I was gone and haven't posted in like 5 days, it'll just be talking as well. So I mean, there's a bunch of little side stories we can talk on. We can touch on the game as well. We can touch on the Super Cup, which we'll have a match preview video coming out later today. But all in all, the majority of the video will kind of look at Delaney, maybe hypothesize some different looking transfers that may happen. And yeah, and basically just talk to you guys because it's been a few days and I'm excited to be back. I feel very well rested. I feel very excited, especially with the Super Cup coming up. And yeah, so we're going to have a crap load of content within the next couple days. So hopefully that'll make up for me, you know, going camping, sleeping in a tent, in the woods. You know, it was fun. I'm also drinking an iced coffee, by the way, just for anyone who cares. But all right, let's get into it, guys. I hope you're doing well. If you are, if you missed me just a touch, smash the like button, say hello in the chat, and yeah, let's get into it. Even to I'm a Bayern fan, I don't want to see this happen. Obviously talking about Thomas Delaney moving to Sevilla, and to give some context, because like I said, we only have one major subject to talk about today on top of, like I said, anything you guys want to talk about. Feel free to I mean, honestly, comment anything. I'm here for a nice long stream today, but yeah, the main subject is Thomas Delaney. I have a few articles I've scavenged here to kind of show you guys kind of the context behind it. But basically, it's saying that Delaney will move to Sevilla next week. They say that basically it's going to be a 3-year deal. The personal terms have been agreed. I've heard different rumors about the price. I've heard it as low as $4 million, which a lot of you guys probably saw on Twitter and stuff like that, which is just downright ridiculous. And yeah, it looks like our boy Thomas Delaney will potentially be sold, which is just absolutely... I mean, it's a shame because we all like Delaney. It's a bigger shame because the fee I'm seeing. Nothing's confirmed though, but the numbers that are coming out honestly don't make any sense. It'll be an absolute steal for Sevilla if they can pick him up for $4 million, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I mean, even as a Bayern fan, I guess not impressive to see it happen. Gio Reyna will lead Dortmund to glory. Yeah, I was watching back the game. I was watching obviously some highlights, some key things, and I mean, the chemistry of that new front three of ours, of Gio, Royce, and Holland, looks to be something special, guys. I wish I could have watched that 5-goal thriller live. Erling Haaland, 2 goals, 3 assists, 5-goal contributions. And you guys wondered why I stressed so long, so hard. I don't care what you would offer me. We can't afford to lose him because he is that good. And yeah, great start for us. And on top of it, sorry to my Bayern fan, but a little slip up from Bayern. British Empire says, hey Josh, how was your trip? It was a lot of fun. Went with some buddies, went with my girlfriend. Brewster T and his girlfriend were there as well. And yeah, it was a lot of behaving, and now we're back and we're excited to it. Luke Carey says he is back almost to 5K subs. We're getting there, man. We're getting there. Hopefully by the end of August. I know it might be a stretch, but with OC lobbing us 200, you know, it's all good. Dr. Dicey says, guess who's back? We missed you. I appreciate it, my friends. OC says, Josh, listen to this. Barca, Juve, Real are reformatting the Super League, so it's apparently open. Thoughts? They've never pulled out, and all three have been pretty aggressively into the Super League. On top of that, I think they're going to struggle because the money's going to come from the Premier League clubs. And I'm pretty sure the Premier League clubs signed something that basically won't let it happen, or at least won't let their presence in the Super League be there. And the Super League will not be a success with the Premier League clubs. That's a fact. Bayern and Dortmund will not join either. I don't see it ever happening again, but those three clubs will keep trying to do what they keep trying to do because they're a house of cards. They can't afford to not make the Champions League. And if one of those 3 teams ever slips up, like Juve almost did last year, it could be catastrophic without Champions League football. So I'm assuming those 3 will always try to format something, but I wouldn't look too far into it. He's finally back. I'm excited. I hope you guys have been keeping well and enjoyed a good opening weekend to the Bundesliga, guys. And we're going to have our first ever Bundesliga roundup video. It's coming out tomorrow. It'll be out tomorrow morning, and then we'll do obviously the watch along and the 5 takeaways. And later today, we'll have the preview come out. Producer T and I have to get some of this stuff riled up. But I saw the Thomas Delaney stream, and also just a chance to talk with you guys, which is why we're live today as well. But Yeet is here, of course. Gio's the best North American in the Bundesliga, knowing I'm Canadian, taking a shot directly at me. But I mean, he's a Dortmund boy, so you know what? Not even gonna really argue it. Don's here and says Holland. It's good, man. It's good. It's good. Hello, Josh. How you doing, Mr. Carlson? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back. A lot of love from you guys today. A lot of love. Hey, Josh. Ozzy, hope you're doing well. You should get Wolfie. You messaged him on Twitter. He said he'd be interested. If you have an idea of anything that you'd want me to do with him, feel free to suggest it, and I can see if I could get something up in the woods. Yeah, camping. First time ever sleeping in like a tent like that, but 2 goals and 3 assists. He's good. By the way, I changed his stats to how good he is in real life, and he's 94 rated. There you go, man. There you go. If y'all don't follow his Twitter, Josh recently became Mr. Worldwide because his videos are available on the BBB fan app. Yes! So if you guys weren't aware, some of the cool news that I had to share with you guys around the Super Cup is that we have basically our videos and stuff going up on the Borussia Dortmund International fan app. So if you guys don't have the Borussia Dortmund International fan app, I believe the link is in the description. You guys can download it there, and you can see me being featured there. So it's pretty cool. Dortmund, again, helping us out in that kind of way. And it is something that producer T and I are very proud about. Honestly, none of it could happen without the support from you guys. But yeah, I mean, from here on out, a lot of our content will be sprinkled into the BBB fan app. And obviously a goal of mine is to connect the international Dortmund fans. So, you know what? It works out. Very honored, very, very happy. And I really appreciate, again, guys, all the support you guys have shown, which is the reason why Dortmund reached out and we set something like that up. So it's pretty cool. I'm very honored to be a part of it. And hopefully we're in for a good season doing it. White's back says, hello, Josh. Schultz did well last game. It's good to hear. It's good to hear. I heard a lot of good things about Schultz. I heard some questionable things about Paslak. I'm curious with you guys right now. For those of you guys who watched the game, give me a rating for Paslak right now, out of 10. Because I heard some people say that he had a decent game. I heard some people say that he had a very poor game. So I'm genuinely curious. So give me a rating out of 10 for Paslak to give me kind of more of a perspective of how he did. Because from what I watched back, it kind of seemed like a 6-ish maybe. Why Sevilla? The Prem would be better. I'm surprised as well. Mostly because I thought that his dream was to go to the Prem, and at his age, he looked like he had some offers. 4 million's a steal. So I'm not 100% sure, but we'll have to definitely keep an eye on that. Paslak, to be honest, did well, but the reset his progress with that next question. Yeet taking a shot at the Canadians once again. Hazard was really strong too. Yeah, and it's a shame. I don't know if you guys heard already, but there's an injury to Hazard, which, I mean, you'll hear more about it in my preview video, but it's not ideal. Hazard is a perfect option to allow us to play the 4-2-3-1. I'm not exactly sure how Marco Rose is going to line up against Bayern. I have a theory, which you guys will see in the video. But yeah, it's a shame. Hazard seemed to have a very good outing, played in that 4-2-3-1, which he's key to doing, and he picked up an ankle injury. There's rumors that he played on it, which I don't know why he would do that and risk it, or why he wasn't pulled off. I don't want to get into that, but it seems like he is out. He is out for the Super Cup, and I don't know how long he's going to be out for in total. And let me know how you guys are doing over your first Bundesliga fantasy. Is anybody in the chat right now towards the top of the Bundesliga charts in our fantasy? Because I'm not. I think I'm in like 50th. Not ideal. OC's behind me though, I think. We're tied in points. He's close. I think it's a good move for us because he will be benched and there's no point to stay. if Delaney leaves, and guys, now we can start grilling into a little bit of this. If Delaney leaves, we have to sign a defender. That is as openly and honestly as it has to be. I know that there's a debate between, well, let's get a winger / let's get a defender. But if you're being completely honest right now, guys, we've scored 5 goals against Frankfurt. We were scoring for fun. Goal scoring this year, I don't think it's going to be a massive issue with us. I think regardless, we could still play the 4-2-3-1. Gio can be pushed out. Royce can be pushed out. Hazard we have there. We have options with Canal, with Malin. Like, there are options. Plus, we have the 4-1-2-1-2. We need a defender. We absolutely do. We had Witsel going back there, who, again, he's done it before. It's not overly surprising he was the one to step up. Marco Rosa took a look at Papadopoulos, took a look at Witsel, went with the experience. Obviously, it was fine. We won the game. But you shouldn't ask Witsel to have to do that. We should have had enough bodies in the team to be able to pull that off. And a versatile center back that can maybe play right back is now, in my opinion, probably the most number one thing that we could possibly need. But if the only good thing I could possibly see if Delaney leaves, or hopefully more than $4 million, is reinvesting that money and bringing in a defender. Because Pasak, I'm sorry, he should not be starting games. He should not be starting games for us. Schultz is a different perspective. Schultz has had a Bundesliga career. He has. He just got pegged behind Guerrero, and his confidence has been shot. He's a German international. Pasak, unfortunately, isn't that. He's going to bite us in the ass this year if we keep giving him opportunities to do so. And it's a little scary. We need another body in there, because after seeing Bayern slip up, after seeing us demolish a very shaky Frankfurt side, the confidence is up, guys. This could be our season. But we need to add a body at the back, and that's immediate. That is absolutely immediate. Kostic has to be arrested. Man stamped Malin. Yeah, I think he's going to be leaving the Bundesliga soon, though. So, I think he's going to be leaving the Super League, too. Okay, we got a lot of comments coming in today, guys. Be sure to drop a like, say hello, welcome back. This is disappointing. Many friends of mine who are Bayern fans are saying that they will lose the Super Cup against us, and now it makes the victory less special. They can say whatever they want. They can say whatever they want, guys. For you guys who don't know, we are on a 5-game losing streak against Bayern. We are on a 5-game competitive losing streak against Bayern. If Bayern wins their next match against us tomorrow, it is the worst record we've ever had against Bayern in a row. It is setting a record for Bayern for the number of wins over Dortmund. This game means a lot. Not only does it mean a lot because there's a cup on the line, not only does it mean a lot because this is a battle to show who is here to win, who is here to compete for the Bundesliga this season. Don't tell me that Bayern are going to try to diminish us. They are nervous. They are nervous. They're looking at the result they had against Gladbach, and they're looking at us demolish an Eintracht Frankfurt side, and now they're finding excuses. So don't let it throw you. If we win, we celebrate hard, because I can promise you, Bayern have a winning streak in their head. They are like that, as they should be. They have a good mentality. We need to start developing that mentality. We need to go out there and try to win every single thing we possibly can. This Super Cup means a lot to me. The last year, if you guys remember correctly, Lucien Favre took off Holland, took off our best players, and practically handed them the Super Cup. That is unacceptable, and I promise you Marco Rosa will not do that. Marco Rosa and Nagelsmann have something to prove. The two young, talented managers taking on the two biggest clubs in Germany, going head-to-head in a Super Cup, which will have a fully starting 11 for both sides. This game matters. Do not let anyone tell you it doesn't. And if we lose, I will be pissed, because I'm expecting a win. I'm expecting Erling Haaland to walk in there and throw Upamecano to the dirt and get some goals. And that is what I'm expecting. I'm excited for it, and I will be buzzing regardless. But yeah, it's a tactic. It's what fans do. Dumb it down. That way, if you lose, no harm, no foul. I'm not having it. I'm in it to win it. I want to see the boys win it. The Super Cup is gonna be tasty, and I absolutely agree with you. Madrid and Barca want to join the Premier League. I read that. I read mostly Madrid, and again, they're trying to grasp at straws to see exactly where they can find basically some revenue. And they're looking at the Prem. It'll never happen. It will never happen. But I wouldn't look too much into that as well. Hey Josh, hope your vacation was good. It was a lot of fun, but I feel rested. Like I said, I feel pumped. Probably can tell I'm a little agitated. I wanted to get back. I wanted to get back and talk to you guys. Because I missed a banger of an opening weekend, and I'm a little disappointed, but it was still a fun trip. I appreciate it, and guess what? We get have a short window to bounce back because we got Bayern tomorrow, baby. Malin in the starting 11 against Bayern. You're going to have to wait till my preview video. It's coming out at probably like 3 hours from now. It'll be out. I'll give you a hint. We're going to have to change it because Hazard will not be in the Super Cup. So, I'll tell you, there's a good chance. You have to wait and see. I'm looking out for some fails in the stream. It would be good content for the memes channel. Yeah, OC's been picking up the memes. He really enjoyed it when I chugged some maple syrup. Holland has a new trim. Yeah. I don't know what I think about Holland's new trim. But we got our pass lack ratings. 6.6, 3.5, 6. Okay, there's a very, very decent consistency there. All right, about a 6.5. All right, I'm going to have to ask you guys for another rating out of 10. Holland's new trim. Yes, I don't know, man. That's a little questionable. Out of 10, how's Holland's new trim doing it for you guys? Do we have a backup left back? Maybe the need to sell Delaney is to buy Hulsenberg. We do have a backup left back. We have Schultz, and then Guerrero's our starting left back. So I thought if Nico was going to be sold, Hulsenberg would come in. He would deliver. I mean, he'd be cheap, good wages. He would offer something in the middle. He could play as a center back, outside center back, and he could be a left back if we sold Nico Schultz. It doesn't look like we're going to sell Nico. Especially if his performances are picking up. I'm assuming Guerrero will be obviously our main man, and then Nico will be our backup. What we do need now is a center back / right back. If there is a player, and I don't have one in mind, guys. I mean, we know St. Juice is there. I still say I wouldn't bank on him playing as a right back. But if we sell Delaney and we can find some funds, Wolf is healthy now. Maybe we can get him off the books. If we're able to somehow find a way to sign a center back / right back, a player who can do a little bit of both, that is what we need, man. That's absolutely what we need. But if you guys are just tuning in today, be sure to drop a like. Be sure to subscribe and help us get closer to 5K. And then we're doing a little rating on Holland's haircut. So, just toss 1 to 10 in there. I heard that Nico Schultz was decent. I can only hope that we can win tomorrow with our decent defense. It's going to be a test, guys. It's going to be a test. I'm not going to lie, that right-hand side, Pasak versus Alphonso Davies, makes me very, very nervous. Hey, Josh, what do you think of Dahoud's dribbles? Anyways, the transitions he made were smooth and awesome. They're always smooth and awesome. Dahoud is an incredible player in terms of being able to turn the transition play. He's very good at dropping back. He's a player who I always compared a little bit to Thiago, even Gundogan as well. But it's because he can play as a 6, he can play as an 8. He likes to have the ball. He likes to lead up the play, and honestly, he does an excellent job of it. It's the reason why he's going to be so vital to this team, and it just makes me happy. 7 out of 10, he defended Kostic well, and 60% of that Frankfurt goal last season from the left wing was the own goal. It's fair. I think Delaney wants to play Champions League football. I believe so as well, and that's probably maybe why he chose against going to the Premier League, because I don't think any Premier League club could offer him Champions League football. Sevilla can. And you know what? Spain's beautiful. You live streaming the Octagonal this month, Josh? Or in a month, Josh? Absolutely, man. The Canadians going for the World Cup spot. I'll be there. And I'm very excited for it. Mr. Carlson's in 14th place in the Fantasy League. I like it. Oh, and I'm level. I'm level on points with OC. But Mr. Carlson, 14th place. Not bad. Oh, someone had an excellent point in a sec. I'll get to it in a couple seconds. It just caught my eye. But I have a couple more to read. Royce, 2012, 2013 back. Marco Royce is incredible form. But to be fair, he picked up this form at the end of last year. And he's just continuing it on. Last year was very interesting with the start he had and then the solid finish. Yeah, I mean, Marco Royce, Gio Reyna, and Erling Haaland are coming up with something special. And to my U.S. men's national team fans out there, Gio Reyna is looking special. He's looking different. He doesn't look like the same Gio that came in last year. With Fabra, it's like he always knew he was like a little too tense because he knew if he didn't play well this game, he was shoved out to that almost forbidden right-hand side where he basically turned invisible. He's going out there with a little swagger. He played very well in the Nations League. He's coming out here with an opportunity to take on that number 7 kit and run with it. And he's finding the confidence. He's playing through the middle. He's doing everything he needs to do to keep developing as a player. And the chemistry with Royce and Haaland is unbelievable. And like I told you guys many times going into the season, we will never be the favorites. Dortmund will never be the favorites going into the season. However, when everything clicks, when Rosa's tactics clicks, when you have a goal scorer like Erling Haaland, your leadership of Marco Reus, and then unexpected talent like Gio Reyna stepping up when needed, that is what it's going to take for a team, any Dortmund team, to win the league. When I interviewed Patrick Omayela, like I said, that's exactly what he said. Because usually, Bayern are the favorites. But Dortmund are good at things like that and finding players who are able to step up massively. I'm expecting Gio to be one of them. And you guys probably also remember when I said it's Brandt or Gio. One of the two is going to shine this year. And unfortunately for Brandt, got COVID, and it really opened the door for Gio. But Boubacar Kamara next season, free agent. If we could get him, I would. Excellent point. I don't know if any of you real OGs on the channel, like week 2, 3 on the channel, I did a transfers episode of a wish list. Boubacar Kamara was on it. He would be perfect. He still would be perfect. He was linked to a couple other Bundesliga clubs, but never naturally linked to Dortmund. But I rate him so highly. He plays as a center back. He plays as a CDM. He can go out on the right back, even though, again, wouldn't trust him overly there. But Hazard would even make a better right back than Paslak. And I almost disagree. I'm a little hard on Paslak, but I don't think Hazard can play the right back role, because that's not what he does. At the best, he could play maybe a right wing back, but I still wouldn't trust him at it. I know he does it for Belgium, guys. I get that, but he's not a defensive player. He's an attacking player. He is a right attacking midfielder. That is him at his best, and that is what he was playing in the Frankfurt game in the 4-2-3-1. But yeah, in Knauf as well, I would play Paslak at right back over Knauf and Hazard, because I see them way further up the pitch. Maybe you could try Knauf and Hazard at the right wing back, but when it's to a back four, it almost has to be Paslak. All right, a lot of comments, guys. I'm sorry, I'm struggling a little bit. To be honest, I never thought Royce would be that good again. He's our boy, man. He's our boy. I'm excited for it, man. I'm excited for it. If Mbappe stays at PSG, could we pull off an absolute... I don't know. I don't know. The rumors of Mbappe to Madrid are heating up, but I think Mbappe will probably stay. Can we just say, watch a match we had against Eintracht Frankfurt? It looks like the team is having fun playing attacking football under Rosa compared to the defensive Fabregas style. Very well said, and I absolutely agree. There's a different, and you guys will see a little bit in the upcoming video we have for you guys. It is going to be fun, because this formation that we're going to play can be kind of a dual formation. And I'll explain a little bit more what you mean by that. But Marco Rosa has a lot of attributes at his hands right now, and he's playing the football that we expect. The football that if you were watching them back in 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, the football that we need as Dortmund fans. Lucien Favre took a dent in that, but it's looking like it's recovering right now. Leipzig lose the start of the season. They did. And guys, do you remember on the channel me saying that there's going to be a wake-up call? Every time someone said Leipzig is going to be a better team than Dortmund, I was strongly against it. I said at least 2-3 times that I think Jesse Marsch, I think they're still going to finish third, but I think Jesse Marsch is in for a wake-up call this year, and he's already going to have some question marks around him, because guess what, man? A stubborn mind side, they could not break them down, and a nice start for us. Bayern draws, Leipzig loses, and we win, man, with some people in the stadium, which was absolutely beautiful. Do you think Dortmund will be better than Leipzig this year? That's funny. Yes, I do. People have asked me that consistently throughout the streams. I think Dortmund should go 1 or 2 this year. I think Leipzig will finish a comfortable 3. I don't think Leipzig will be overly close to Dortmund or Bayern, or close to not finishing in a Champions League. But I said Jesse Marsch will be in for a wake-up call. He will be in for a wake-up call, and just like that, game 1, I still think they're a good side. I just don't think that they're going to be as good as Dortmund. I don't. I think Nagelsmann to Marsch is a big downgrade. With no disrespect to Jesse Marsch, he's got a lot to learn in the league, and I think he will be able to do it. That's why I said a comfortable 3rd place is nothing to be obviously ashamed about. But I don't think Leipzig will be competing for the title. That's just my opinion. You guys can let me know if you don't agree, because that's totally fair. Bayern don't have squad depth. They do not. If you guys took a look at the bench on that Bayern side, zero squad depth, which is very interesting because sometimes teams don't like taking the Super Cup seriously, and you will see a mixed. I mean, Lucien Favre is a perfect example of that. I don't see the case. I think Bayern will start their best 11. I think Dortmund will as well. But we have a way deeper bench, and I mean, we have still a lot of injuries. Like the amount of injuries we have right now is quite ridiculous. But even with all those injuries, we have a deeper team than Bayern does, which is quite frankly interesting to see. When will Hummels, Meunier, and Guerrero return? It's all of them are a little hit and miss. It's not going. I don't think either one will be for the next couple of games. But it will. Meunier will come up because he just got COVID, and the other two should be coming up as well. But I'm assuming they will both miss at least 2, if not 3 more games. Leipzig's gonna win Bundesliga. Sorry. No. Okay, we finally got to the hair. All right, Holland's new do. Couple 7s, couple 8s. Holland's 10 out of 10. Sexy. 7, similar to Bale's trim. Okay. Tom says, what is the fee being stated for Delaney? The fee I've been reading, guys, and do not take it very seriously because I don't think it should be this low. But it's rumored to be around 4 million, which is honestly quite questionable. The number one things that we do know is that there's been rumors for a while that Thomas Delaney wants to leave Dortmund. I don't think if he stayed, he would get a ton of minutes anyways. I think he deserves minutes, but it's not going to be at Dortmund, man. Not with Jude, not with De Hood, not with Witzel coming back. It's simply not going to happen. Also having to fit in potentially Brandt, Gio, Royce, Mullen. It's for him, it's just not going to work. I thought maybe he'd go to the Prem. It's where he's wanted to play. However, it seems like he may want Champions League football. But what I do understand right now is that the move to Sevilla looks likely. Probably will happen next week. They've agreed terms on a 3-year contract. They've had their personal terms lined up. The fee, I mean, we originally heard not to Sevilla, but that they would sell him for about 10, 12 mil. This one was as low as 4. His contract is expiring, guys, so yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to keep waiting, but that's the information I have on it now, and we'll have to keep taking a look on it. But yes, it's another interesting story, guys. British Empire, and I didn't want to bring this up, but I saw yesterday we are linked with French right back Brandon Soppy Soppy. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. Brandon Soppy. I'm gonna pronounce it Soppy. Brandon Soppy from Rennes. Yeah, Stade Rennais. Brennan Soppy, who I believe is a free agent right now. And I don't know British Empire if you found an actual article about it. The only thing I saw from him is that he put a snap or an Instagram story of him with a bunch of Dortmund players. So I don't know exactly what the context was behind it, if he had a buddy on the team, if he was there, if he was on a trial, but he is a right back. He's a right back. So I haven't heard any actual sources, just the Instagram picture. So I don't want to get too much hype around him because I don't know how legitimate it is, but we're going to see. Even after the COVID hit period, Prem teams have spent over twice what Bundesliga or the Liga clubs have spent in a year. Yeah, man, the money is where the Prem clubs are, and that's why I said the Super League will not happen without them. It can't. That's where the money in football is, and that's why you're hearing rumors of Madrid and Barca wanting to go and join the Premier League, which again will never happen. It will never happen. But they're trying to find a way to make them more sustainable because they spend more money than they need to, and I don't know. I would like them to stop because I thought watching the Barca game on the weekend was beautiful. I really do. I thought the Barca fans took their new squad in with love. PK taking wage cuts. That's what football's about. Not spending a lot of money like PSG and City and buying it. It's the reason I don't like those kind of teams, but what Barca's fans did with Memphis being kind of brought in, it was very cool to see. But I don't think anyone should stress too much about things changing, especially after the nightmare that happened once the Super League was originally announced. Yes, the Bayern defense was not that good, so I hope we will win. It was questionable, guys. It was questionable. Upamecano, guys, we know as Dortmund fans last year, was getting run over by Holland, and now I don't know. There's gonna be a lot of question marks about him. There is. De Hood, the new Xavi. I mean, come on. Noni in exchange for Wolf and Paslak. Yeah, British Empire has got a vendetta against Paslak. Unfortunately, I don't think Noni's going to come. Mataweka? No, he won't. I don't think so. Not this year. Not this year. Dahoud is good. Composure. He is good with the ball. He is, man. La Liga now, dead. Real and Barcelona, not bad. No other good clubs. Atletico is decent. I say Atletico is probably the favorite. Sevilla is always a fun squad to watch. I mean, it all depends. I mean, I wouldn't stop watching La Liga because Messi left. I watch it because it's good football. I mean, Memphis Depay is a baller. I think he's going to do very well at Barca. But, yeah, I don't know. That's just me. Look at all the comments. You guys are great to have back. I absolutely missed you guys, man. If you missed me and you're excited for the game tomorrow, be sure to drop a like. And maybe we'll get into some predictions for tomorrow before we wrap up this stream. Because the video's going up for the preview. But I'd like to get a raw feel of how you guys are feeling for the game tomorrow. But I got a lot of questions to get into right now. Witzel's too slow for center back against Bayern. Bring Papa. I don't know what I would do there. I think I would stick with Witzel. I would. I don't think tossing Papadopoulos into the Bayern game is a good idea, and I don't think Rosa will. I think Rosa's gonna stick with Witzel. But I agree, his pace could be an issue, but I just don't see a way it actually happens. I don't see a way they start Papadopoulos. If they're not gonna start him against Frankfurt, they're not gonna start him against Bayern. Thorgan better than Eden. Yeah, both of them are injury bugs though, man. Gio received the ball centrally a couple times, and he made some fantastic turn upfield and shoot up the yards. Yeah, it's good to see. Like I said, he has to play centrally. I mean, talking with tactical manager, good buddy of mine who obviously covers the U.S. men's national team. We've both, and even Pete too. Like a lot of the U.S. men's national team channels talk about Gio like that, but they don't get to see Gio as much as I do because I watch him each and every game. And with only seeing a little bit of him playing for the U.S. men's national team, only me seeing him for Dortmund, it's obvious he wants the ball. This is what he brings to the team, and this is why Marco Rosa has seen that and is playing Gio to his strength, and he's had an excellent start. Probably a start that I don't think anyone really could have predicted. I think maybe if you're a U.S. men's national team fan, you can say, okay, it's Gio's season. But if you watched Gio last year, I don't think it was quite obvious that he was going to have a turn of fortune like this. And I think it's the backing of the manager. I think it's playing him in the right places to be able to do things exactly like this that will make Gio successful. What do you think of the current Dortmund squad against Bayern for the Super Cup? What are the chances of Dortmund winning it if you're honest? I say good. I know. I'm a Dortmund fan, but like I said, I like to think I'm a realistic Dortmund fan. A realistic one. I don't like to overhype our team when it's not deserving. I think this game is going to be interesting. I think that if we hit the ground running and we play like we can, we have a good chance of winning. If we tense up, if we get nervous, if we don't take and seize the opportunity, I think they're going to run our defense over. So it could be a hit or a miss, man. I could see it being 3-2 Dortmund. I could see it being 3-0 Bayern. It's all going to depend on the approach. I think that Rosa versus Nagelsmann is going to be a lot more important than some individual battles on the pitch, because I think Bayern aren't quite what they were. Their squad depth is lacking. There's some big question marks, but Paslak if he plays, Schultz if he plays, Witzel if he plays, that defense has to be organized by Akanji and has to do their job correctly for us to have a chance. But if our offense just takes over and Holland can do what Holland does, I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a real telltale sign of how these two teams should be going forward in the Bundesliga. Do play FIFA if you want to do a career mode series. I do play FIFA. I will definitely be bringing FIFA 22 content to the channel, whether it's Ultimate Team. I was thinking like a Malin to Glory, where I use Malin, or I would just do a career mode series. I haven't decided. I'll have to talk to you guys. Maybe I'll put some voting up on the community board, but I do plan on getting into it. Schultz versus Sane. Sane is in poor form, man. He is. That doesn't worry me as much as Davies overrunning and going at Paslak, to be honest. Jesse Marsch was bad. He was, but he will learn. He will have to learn. Nope, I disagree. Rosa is more like Tuchel. He is more fierce. Yeah, I guess. I mean, Thomas Tuchel learned and watched how Klopp played. And, the takeaways, yeah. And yeah, no, I take your point. I just meant more attacking. Klopp was an attacking manager. Tuchel was an attacking manager. Different styles. But since Tuchel left, we've had some questionable managers in terms of the way that we've played, and now it's nice to see us getting back to where we need to be. I was waiting for your 5 takeaways. I was debating whether to do a 5 takeaways on the Frankfurt game. I decided against it in doing this stream because I didn't watch the game live. I was rewatching it, trying to, but I have a lot to plan for this week, man. It's a big, big week with the Super Cup, our first Bundesliga Roundup episode, which I need to watch other games as well. So I just didn't feel comfortable doing it, and I like doing it right after. I like getting the raw emotion. So that's why I didn't do it. But the 5 takeaways will be coming right away after the Bayern watch-along. And we also have the Bundesliga Roundup coming up tomorrow. We have our preview coming out in a few hours today. And I was able to come on the stream, talk about Delaney, and just kind of chat with you guys, which was great to hear because I missed you guys over the weekend. But it's a big game. You guys know when I get tense, it's when Bayern takes on Dortmund. And I just want to win at all costs. We've lost 5 games in a row. 5 competitive matches in a row to Bayern. It is time to break the streak and bring home a little silverware. Yo, Leipzig had Andre Silva, but he's decent. He is. He's very good. Clark will help Leipzig in January. They could. Leipzig need Clark and Eriksen. Eriksen's going to be a fantastic player. Clark will be good too. I bet there was rumors that he may not even come in January. He may go back on a loan, but we'll have to wait and see. But it's just the first game. Give Jesse Marsch time. I just said he's due for a wake-up call. And that's pretty much what happened. But it's a learning process, and I wouldn't rule Leipzig out quite yet. Bayern gonna buy Sabitzer. Probably, man. Do you agree that there are 5 squads better than Bayern? Who said that? It was on ESPN. I just listened to that. No, I don't agree with that whatsoever, man. I don't agree with that whatsoever. There are not 5 better squads than Bayern. I don't know if there is a squad better than Bayern. I think ours can compete with Bayern, and then it's Bayern Dortmund, and then there's, in my opinion, there's a gap. There's us two, and then probably Leipzig, maybe Gladbach, Leverkusen, Wolfsburg. I don't know. I thought that was hilarious. Who was it? Was that Stevie? Did Stevie say that? Someone let me know if you watch ESPN, because yes, I just listened to that and I laughed because not a chance. Too much hate for Favre among Dortmund fans. He stabilized the ship after the Boschdog. It might have won the league in 2018-19 if Roy stayed fit. He just stayed a year longer than he should have. Yep, and you make an excellent point, my man. Jay makes an excellent point. I didn't like the way Favre lined up. I didn't like the approach Favre had to games. However, when we went into that 18-19 season, I wasn't expecting anything from Dortmund. I was expecting probably a 3rd place finish. Maybe 2nd if we could get it right. He offered us a chance to win the title. So with that, he deserves respect. He had an okay 2nd year, and then was obviously he ran out of fizzle. He shouldn't have got that 3rd year, like you said. But I mean, after what he did in the 18-19 season, he deserved another season. The 19-20 season wasn't that good, and that's where we should have looked elsewhere. We kept him a little bit longer than we should have. But yeah, he does deserve credit for taking a squad that should never have probably competed for the title that year, with Mario Götze leading the line as striker for half the season. Marco Reus was incredible, but obviously injuries. Paco was injured as well. Yeah, I like what Favre did. I just didn't like the style of football he played. But hey, I don't care what the style looks like as long as we win. That's my opinion. But I take your point, my man. I take your point. Who will be Dortmund's breakout star this season? Gio Reyna. Gio Reyna is my prediction, man, because Haaland's already a star. Royce is already a star. I don't see anyone else who's in my opinion, Jude and Dahoud answered that last year. I was harsh on Gio a lot. I didn't like where he was playing. He was playing out of position. I thought he was hot and cold. I'm seeing a consistent Gio this year. He's 100% my breakout star if I was to pick one. Going into the season, I thought Bayern, Dortmund, Leipzig, with the gap to 4th being larger than the gap to top 3. That's fair, Wes. That is fair. And that's probably what a lot of people thought as well. And it could still be the case. Leipzig could still easily turn this around. We're 1 game in. I just thought the transition of Jesse Marsch implementing his strategy into Leipzig would take a little bit longer, which is why I thought the gap between 2nd and 1st would be a little gap between them and Leipzig. But I think Leipzig will be 3rd. I do. I think they're going to have a decent year. I just don't think they're going to compete with us. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see how quickly Jesse Marsch can learn. Watched the Frankfurt versus Dortmund game. Dortmund played well. They were clinical, but they definitely saw some holes in the back line, caused them 2 goals. Santos Borré also missed many chances. Yeah, not having Under Silva is really hurting Frankfurt this year. They seem unorganized. They seem a big disconnect in the squad. They got knocked out of the Pokal. They got pumped by Dortmund, man. It's going to be an interesting season for Oliver Glasner. I thought that he'd be a good manager to come in and kind of pick up where Adi Hüttner left off, but clearly not. But yes, if there's some holes in this Dortmund team, it's at the back, and probably as our 2 fullbacks, if I'm being quite honest. But Bayern's defense is a little shaky as well, and I agree with you. Black coffee to iced coffee. It's black iced coffee. And it is delicious. Top 4 will be Dortmund, Bayern, Leipzig, Gladbach. I like it, British Empire. And you know what? I'll stick with you. That order for me as well. Downgrade for his, to be fair. MXD21, my man, how are you doing? Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy the opening match of the weekend? Pasak was surprisingly solid as a defensive fullback. However, going forward, he's massive liability. That wasn't always an issue. Everyone would come up to me and say, Josh, what is the big issue you have with Nico Schultz? And this kind of goes towards Pasak as well. But the issue I have, and it's a pro-con, you guys might have heard me talk about it before, but it's the importance of the fullbacks in a 4-1-2-1-2 formation if we do stick with that. But even as overlapping runs, Nico Schultz and Pasak are both very energetic players. Both of them are very good at getting up in the play. Both of them are very good at making runs to lead to chances. But it's the quality of the ball in the final third of the area, which is the reason that I'm harsh on them. I don't know. I can't really think of a time that they've made, say, better. If they've made actually proper movements up on the top, they will do their runs. Especially Schultz has great pace. They will go their overlapping runs. They will find the space. The ball will be played to them, and then they will go for the cross, and it will go directly to our opposition. And then guess what happens? A counter, and our 2 fullbacks are pummeling up the pitch, and it leaves a big hole at the back. That is what I'm worried about. I'm worried about when Pasak makes that decision. When Nico Schultz makes that decision. When one of the 2 decide, you know what, this is the run I'm going forward. Let's go for it. And we play the ball into them. And then they go for that cross, and Nicolas Sula clears it out, and now we're on the break, and Nico Schultz is so much forward. That is always a quality perspective, and you don't see it with Guerrero. Because Guerrero's balls, more often than not, are going to put the defenders under pressure. They're gonna create a corner. They're going to create a goal. They're going to create an opportunity rather than punting it right to the defender. That is my biggest issues with our 2 fullbacks at the moment. Because against teams like Bayern, when they defend and they can counter, they're going to punish us. And that is my biggest issue with Nico Schultz. Because I do think he's decent. Because he's got the athleticism. He's fast. He can do the odd decent thing. Okay at tracking back. It's the quality going forward. And when you play like that system, it has to be spot on. It has to put your defenders, the opposition defenders, under pressure so you don't get hit hard on the break. Guerrero is injured. Hazard, Hummels, Brandt won't be there. I'm not confident for tomorrow. Yes, but if you watched Bayern, man, I don't know. There's something there. There's something there. That's why I said I can see it being 3-2 Dortmund or 3-0 Bayern. I think it's all going to depend on how our back line can properly defend, take their chances going forward, and it's got to be a masterclass from the boys. But it's the offense of us that will be the wild card, man. I would like to see Knauf at right back, and if Delaney leaves, we'll just have to sign a center back. What do you think? I wouldn't play Knauf at right back. And guys, this is just my opinion. You can take it for what it is. If we're playing in a back 4, I prefer Paslak over Hazard and Knauf. Paslak is a right back. The other 2 are not. Wing back, it's a debate. I would probably start Hazard over Knauf and then Knauf over Paslak playing in a back 5. To me, Knauf is going to be a winger. Royce is an attacking wide midfielder. They're not defenders. That's not what they are. Paslak can do the job, and he's not bad at it. It's just we need someone like Mounier, or we need a new signing coming back in. And for a center back, yeah, if Delaney leaves, buy a center back, preferably a center back who can play right back. But we'll have to see. A lot of comments coming in today. You guys are ready for it. If you had to pick between Messi and Ronaldo, who are you picking? I am picking Messi. Future La Liga TV deals will be far less money. No Messi, Cristiano, Barca, Madrid. See the writing on the wall. They do, but they got to prove that it's still a great league, and even without those players, they should be successful. If Witsel plays at center back, he couldn't press. He should stay back and give long balls, and he will. I don't think that he would go up the pitch if he's playing as a center back. I think he'd be aligned with Akanji for the majority of the match. But yeah, if it's the same back four, there's gonna be some pressure on Akanji, man. Don seems confident in it. Akanji will pocket Lewandowski and Müller. Papadopoulos is not that quick, so I would prefer Witsel. I'd prefer Witsel just for his experience. But do you see Maloney starting against Bayern? My preview video will be up shortly. I don't want to give too much away, but yeah. Tactical Commander just keeps calling you a rude Canadian. I am a rude Canadian. What can I say? Josh, you update? Did I update what? Was disappointed that Gerpu's the young center mid at BVB was benched against Frankfurt and didn't come on and get a few minutes for his debut. Rosa seems to pick him for the first team of the bench. Yeah, I'm surprised personally that he's still there, but we're gonna need options, especially if Delaney moves on, then Gerpu's is gonna have an opportunity to get some minutes. So give him time. He's still very young, very raw, and he will definitely get some minutes. But if you guys are just tuning in with us, be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you are new, and be sure to say hello in the chat. A lot of questions coming in today, which is great after being away for a few days. Great to be back, and I will do my best to get them. If I miss one of your questions, feel free to ask it again. There's just a good chunk coming in. But Wild Violet says, "Hey Josh, tomorrow will be tough." It will be, but it'll also be fun. I get a few feelings when we play Bayern. Nervous, nauseous, exciting, nervous, angry, and honestly just downright excited. It's always an opportunity for us to show them we can challenge them, and I think this is gonna be a big opportunity with two managers going head to head, baby. I saw Wolf was on the bench last game. How do you recover this quick? I'm not sure how. I thought he was gonna be out longer as well, but we're gonna have to see. Yo, chill out with the Delaney chat. The Delaney chat it was supposed to be the key of today's chat, but I had a feeling that since we were away for 5 days that we would get into some other topics as well. But yeah, the Delaney chat, it is what it is. It's a waiting game right now. It seems like a move to Sevilla is on the cards. 3-year deal, personal terms agreed, with a transfer fee rumored to be 4 mil, which is a joke. But hopefully that's wrong, and it might be a little bit harder. But to me, it looks like Delaney's going to leave, which just makes us hypothesize about who's going to be coming in. And I'm desperately hoping it's going to be a center back. That is what I think we need. But if it's a right back, I mean, I'm fine with that as well. We need Hummels to get back. Bayern also lack a right back. Yeah, and I'm so surprised Bayern or Dortmund didn't jump on Denzel Dumfries. They let Inter sign him, and it's an excellent pickup. 12 million for him. It's just ridiculous. I think our current chances are 70-30 for BVB to win the Super Cup. I like it. It's beautiful. I think it's more 50-50. I think it's all going to depend on the approach, depend on the personnel that will be on the pitch. But I have a good feeling it's going to be us, man. I was on Cloud 9 for a moment when I saw Thuram bullying Upamecano because it made me reminder of our certain Norwegian who can do that. Do that to Upamecano, I agree. With Hazard out now, in addition to his absence of Hummels Guerrero, I don't think that we would win, even if we consider a poor performance by Bayern at this period. I don't know. It's a Super Cup, man. We saw what happened last year. I mean, maybe Nagelsmann's like, F it, I don't care. And then he just takes off Lewandowski, Müller, Kimmich, and everybody. I don't know. Probably won't happen, but it will be interesting. Tom says, what are your 5 takeaways of the game? Whew, okay. From what I've seen, just quick 5 takeaways, because, you know, it's our series. I just didn't create it to a video. But what I've seen on the negative side, I mean, it's pass lack. I mean, it's not that, like we said, it's not like he had a terrible game. But if we want to compete week in, week out, we need to strengthen the right back position. I think that's quite obvious. Second one, is Kobel. I think I think he's gonna be a great signing. I was very critical about him because I saw Mike Maignan available for a very reasonable price, and we went with the more risk versus reward, a little cheaper, but a little more opportunity to surprise, and that's what Kobel's doing. I'm very impressed at seeing how he's fit into this squad. A lot of people were reaching out to me and saying, do you not see the way he's becoming like a sweeper keeper, which is kind of a style we haven't had in a while. So I thought he was a big positive coming from that game. And take away 3, 4, and 5. Well, I guess a kind of combination of them. I mean, it's Gio, Royce, Haaland. I mean, Haaland with 2 goals, 3 assists. What more do you need to say? This is the reason money didn't matter when it came to what we'd sell him for. He had to be here this year to give us an opportunity to be successful. Gio, I think, is in for a big year. You guys asked who the breakout player of this year. It needs to be Gio if we want an opportunity, and he's living up to that number 7. Royce always doing what he can do. And even Marco Rosa having the opportunity to still try to make a 4-2-3-1 work along with a 4-1-2-1-2. I said the 4-1-2-1-2 is one that he plays a lot, but the 4-2-3-1 is a formation he needs to play when he wants to. And it seems like having Hazard there hopefully will continue to be fit. Playing maybe Maloney out on the wings from time to time. Royce can always go out there. Still playing Gio centrally. It's going to give him a lot more opportunity to kind of make up tactical matches he wants. And Marco Rose is off to a flying start. So those are, I guess, my quick, congested 5 takeaways on this stream with you guys of the game. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. A lot of positives going up top. A lot of question marks going at the back. We need depth. We need depth, man. The home underdog advantage was tangible after a year without fans across all leagues. Leipzig, Bayern were shell-shocked for a while. Just one GM, so let's not overreact. Even losing side intense. It's fair. It's fair. Super Cup is not that important no matter who wins, but it's a good to win it, and I hope that there won't be any injuries. Yeah, clearly, if you guys remember last year, we basically threw it. I mean, without saying it like that, and I'm not saying we threw it, but I mean, Lucien Favre made a decision. I'm going to rest my best players. I'm going to not risk for injury. I'm not going to do anything along the lines and basically hand Bayern the win. And that just killed me inside because I want to beat Bayern. I want to win a game against Bayern when Silverwiller is on the line. That's as straight up as it is. It's as straight up as it is. So the game tomorrow matters to me as a fan. But let's hear from you guys. This is a great question. Super Cup is a good debate. Say one of 2 answers. Do you want to win at all costs? Just put a 1. Does it matter to you? Do you need to see Dortmund win tomorrow? Or put 2, no, it's not that big a deal. Doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I could care less whether we win or lose. Obviously, we'd want to win, but as long as no one gets injured and is what it is, let me know, because I'm 1. I want to win this thing tomorrow. I want to win it badly. And we have a decent record against Bayern in the Super Cups, but we're on a 5-game losing streak, man. I have a question. How highly do you rate Maloney? I do like Maloney a lot. I don't know if he will be able to take a starting role at Dortmund. And when I say that, it depends if we strengthen the back 4. I mean, we have people coming back. For example, we have Hummels, we have Akanji. There is still Zagadou there. He's out for a little bit, but eventually he'll come back. Chan can play there when needed. We have Papadopoulos, who seems to be in front of him right now. Young Koulibaly is there. It's going to be interesting to see if he's going to be able to take one of the opportunities. I do like him. I think he's very good in a back 5, playing as an outside left center back. I think he's can do a left back or a left center back role decently as well. But if he's not going to get the opportunities at Dortmund, he may eventually have to move on. But I rate him, and I think there's an opportunity this year. If we don't strengthen the center backs, there's an opportunity he steps up. Same as Papadopoulos. So I rate him. He's got a lot to prove though. Weigl back to Dortmund. I doubt it. Weigl was phenomenal. I really like watching him under Thomas Tuchel. But Stuttgart and Mainz will be giving the boys a run for their money this season. Bet on it. It actually said that there was 5 squads that are better than Bayern's, which was odd. I thought he worked for Bayern. He does, but again, it's all about the narrative. When you know there's cracks in your system, when you know there's cracks in your team, you try to downplay it. That is, honestly, it's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard him say. It's one of the stupidest things anybody could say. There are 5 squads in the Bundesliga that are better than Bayern's. BS. That is you playing down this team to try to alleviate some pressure off of Nagelsmann, off of the squad in general. Their squad, in my opinion, has some question marks around it, yes. But come on, you cannot look at me in the eye and tell me that arguably there's maybe one squad better than Bayern. And if there is, it's Dortmund. And other than that, no squad touches Bayern. So that is them trying to alleviate pressure. That way, if they lose the Super Cup to Bayern, if they lose a couple of their opening matches, the question marks around you spent 25 mil on Nagelsmann will not be there. That is what they're trying to do. And I think that's hysterical because it is not true. It is completely false. But again, let me know. Let me know if you disagree. Do you guys think there's 5 clubs in the Bundesliga that are better than Bayern? Because I don't. I think it's a tactic to try to take some pressure off of Nagelsmann, the team. And that way, again, you got to justify. Bayern don't like spending a ton of money either. And they spent 25 mil on a manager. They're trying to alleviate some pressure on him. That's my opinion. But yes, rest in peace, Gerd Miller. One of the best strikers to ever see the game. Matthias, yeah. Crazy, man. Crazy. I hope Marco Rose doesn't overthink and play Berkey at center back. I think we'll be okay. Is Delaney really going? If you're going to ask me percentage-wise, I'd say 70-30 he's leaving. It seems like he's out the door. It seems like he's going to end up at Sevilla. We'll have to keep the news coming as it comes in. But all in all, it does seem like he's going to be heading out, and I just hope that money can be reinvested in the defense. Bring in a center back. Bring in a right back. Bring in somebody, please. How did you do in fantasy? OC, what are we sitting at? I think I'm 55th, maybe. I didn't do great. I had Kramaric. He got a hat trick of assists. I had Holland. He had 2 goals, 3 assists. But I had some questionable defenders on my fantasy team. I miss Murray so much, man. I miss him too. Hopefully he'll come back sooner rather than later. Kobold took the sweeper keeper to the next level. He did, man. He did. Royce was the one who asked Rosa for the 4-2-3-1. I read that article. It's awesome when you have a chemistry going with your manager like that and you trust your captain's opinion to be able to switch to a 4-2-3-1. It works out well. And when I talk about the starting 11 for tomorrow in my preview, you guys will see what I mean. There's 2 systems with this personnel that we can play. There's a starting 11 I've come up with that will suit the 4-2-3-1 and the 4-1-2-1-2. So I'm excited to talk about it. But look at the comments from you guys today. You guys have been absolutely killing it. I appreciate it. If you're just tuning in, drop a like. Say hello. I've missed you guys, man. I have missed you guys. Feels good to be back. My boy Jared's here. He says, Marco Rosa, Thomas is a BBB player and we do not comment on rumors. I can say this is the case and we have not received any information in any shape or form that there is something more to say. Interesting. And to note on that, there has been a lot going around Twitter. A couple articles floating around from Delaney to Sevilla. If I can tell you something, that's why I said I'd say it's 70-30 that he's going to leave. Because the articles I've read and the sources for the Sevilla deal are questionable. But there's definitely something there. And I think we know that. There's rumors going around that he was going to join a Premier League club. There's now rumors going that he's going to look at Sevilla. Something is there. There is a probable chance Delaney will leave. But that's why I say take it with a grain of salt, the Sevilla rumors for 4 mil, for example. Because the sources I found on the articles, I don't trust. But I know that there's something there, and there's a strong possibility at some point before the window closes, he will move on. And if he does, I kind of hope it's sooner rather than later, so we have an opportunity to bring in somebody with the money. But we will have to wait and see, guys. Do you think Mbappe will move to Madrid? I don't know. It'll depend on what PSG want to do. If PSG see a financial situation that could hurt them in the near future, I think they will sell him. There's a good excuse. We brought in Messi. We had to let Mbappe go. Instead, I think it'll be a bad look on them. If they let Mbappe's contract run down and Mbappe's hauling ass over to Madrid, he wanted out. And I don't think that's the best look. At least if you sell him now, you get money. I think it would be stupid if PSG didn't sell Mbappe now. However, if they keep him for a year, you're going to probably have the best front three in world football right now with with Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, and you have a better chance of winning the Champions League. So, I don't know, man. I think Mbappe personally would leave if he had the opportunity to do so, but I think PSG may just say, screw it, we're keeping you and letting you walk on a free. How much playing time do you realistically think Maloney gets this season? 5 starts, maybe 10 appearances, and I think that's a genuinely high number. I don't know, man. It will all depend. Why do you guys keep saying update? What do you mean by this? Update. Josh ain't Holland to be updated. Am I just confused? I'm genuinely confused. Witsel looked good at center back. The reason Witsel looks good at center back, guys, is because he is a footballer with incredibly high footballing IQ. We watched Holland last year, or we watched Witsel last year take a couple opportunities to play at center back when needed. He's a defensive midfielder. The transition from playing a defensive midfielder, the way Witsel does, to a center back, isn't a giant gap. But with his IQ, man, with his ability, he can do it well. And that's the reason I really see him starting over Papadopoulos tomorrow. But again, I don't know if I would trust Witsel there all season long. But for the time being, until Hummels and a couple others come back, he's a great option, man. What is Zagadu's status? Sorry if we've already discussed. All good, Todd. His status is that he will probably be out for another couple months. He said a few weeks ago himself that he was back, but he would still be out for 2 to 3 months. So only time will tell. Only time will tell. Josh, I really want to thank you for your consistency and amazing videos. You are really part of my Borussia life. Much love from Syria. I appreciate it, my friend. I appreciate the kind words. Glad you're enjoying the videos and the streams. We have a great community here. And yeah, I appreciate it. We couldn't have got to where we were without your guys' support, and it truly means a lot to me. Great to watch you. Thank you, Finn. I appreciate it, my man. I appreciate it. Are you sure that the Delaney Sevilla deal has been agreed? And how much is the transfer fee agreed? Thanks. From what I've read, it seems like it seems like there's genuine interest from Sevilla and Delaney. It seems to be agreed on a 3-year deal with personal terms agreed. However, like I said, I personally don't agree with the transfer fee. I don't think that's why the deal isn't further along. We've heard Delaney to Premier League rumors. We've now heard Delaney to Sevilla rumors. Personal terms are genuinely easier to agree upon than a transfer fee. And from the articles I'm reading, they're very consistent across the board. 3-year deal and personal terms are agreed. Not one of the articles I'm reading say anything about the transfer fee. The only transfer fee number I've seen that's gone around is about 4 million. And before that, it said that Dortmund would look to sell him for about 10. So that's why I think the thing that's holding this back is the transfer fee, not the personal terms or anything like that. But I don't know. I haven't talked to Thomas Delaney. I'm telling you guys from what I've read and who I've talked to, that is my consensus about it. But we'll have to see. So that's why I said my opinion is that there's a 70% chance he'll leave. But these articles I am reading and these sources I don't personally trust, which is why I wouldn't say this deal is quite done. And it's also been reported that if the deal happens, it would be sometime next week, which again tells me the transfer fee is not agreed upon yet. Are you happy with Kobel's performances? Absolutely I am. I think he's going to be a breath of fresh air this year, man. 4 mil pain. But don't read too much into the 4 mil, guys. I want to stress that. Do not read too much into the 4 mil because that has not been confirmed whatsoever. It has been rumored around a few times, but not confirmed. Nagelsmann has not won a trophy in his long career as a manager. I wouldn't say long, but yes, he's not won a trophy, and hopefully that continues. But imagine Holland stays for 4 more seasons. Hey, if we win the Bundesliga this season and that release clause isn't legitimately there, there's a chance. There's a chance he could stay for not 4, but a couple. Are you going to do the Bundesliga recap? I am, guys. So here's the schedule for the week, just to let you guys know. Number 1, today we have our Delaney stream / just I want to talk to you guys. I missed you guys. After this, we have our preview going out. Our Bayern Super Cup preview is going out probably 2-3 hours from now. I'll have to see what producer T is saying. And then tomorrow, we're going to have the Bundesliga recap come up in the morning. Then we'll do our watch along of the Bayern game. And then we'll do our 5 takeaways after. So that is the schedule. 3 different times video tomorrow and 2 lives, a live today and a video. So I was away for camping, but we're back with a bang for the next couple days. So hopefully that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Hi, Josh. We will win tomorrow if we play like Saturday. Then the Super Cup. My tip is 3-1. I like it. 3-1 prediction. 3-1 prediction. Do you expect Bayern to put out a strong team tomorrow or play fringe players? Strong team. I can't think back to a Super Cup that these two teams don't take it genuinely seriously. I expect probably a very similar starting 11 for Dortmund and Bayern. And yeah, I think they're going to go head-to-head. I think Nagelsmann wants to win. He's never won a major trophy before. Not that this is a major, but he hasn't won a trophy before. And Bayern expect victories. They do. They expect titles. And Marco Rosa's coming in with a similar attitude. He wants to get one over on Bayern. He wants to embrace the Dortmund culture, man. And if you want to do it, you take out Bayern for a cup. Love it. Wow, 50-50. 52-48 in favor of me for Dortmund. Upamecano is overrated. Akanji's better. I'm not gonna be against you, man. Alex says his takeaways was pass slack. Okay. A lot of pass slacks, but then a haul in at the end. Murray, every other Bundesliga right back. The confidence, man. I'm very sad for Thorgan. Yeah, I am too. I hope he's back right away, but Witsel Akanji did a great job. Kobel behind will do a very good job next to Manuel Neuer. Well, I'm expecting a very similar starting 11 for the Dortmund game versus Bayern for us. Seeing the Bayern game versus Gladbach, the result depends on VAR's performances. It's fair. It's fair. I heard Hazard is out with an ankle injury. Do you think Maloney will be in the starting 11? I do. And here it is. Finally, I've been slipping on the comments. You guys have been killing it today, but every single one has said 1, meaning you guys care about the result. You want to win. You don't really care about more trophies the better. All 1, except for Tom. Tom said 2, as long as no one gets hurt. But every single other person pretty much has said 1. There was 2 2s and about 15, 16 1s. Josh, you have hit 1.2k followers. Hey, good to hear, my man. Who doesn't think this is important? Well, Lucien Favre didn't think it was important last year when he subbed off all of our players. But the Super Cup sometimes by some teams is taken seriously, sometimes not. I think both Bayern and Dortmund will take it seriously. Hopefully they will play it out. They will try to win. And hopefully we will take it. Yo, how are you doing, my G? I'm doing very well. Getting very eager for tomorrow, man. Very, very eager. But I don't care about the results. Just want to see the players play their best. I do care about the results. I care. I just desperately care. I want to win so badly tomorrow. And we will be here, man, doing the watch on with you guys, and it should be fun. Sounds like Mateus is challenging Alexi Lala for the Clown King of soccer commentary. Now, the reason, like I said, guys, the reason Matthias is doing this is to draw up a narrative being like, feel bad for Bayern. We're struggling. We don't have the depth. We don't have the right back. I mean, we have some injuries. We have this. We have that. BS. You're drawing that narrative. There's zero excuses for Bayern to perform in the way that they did. And if they don't win, they will be mad. But they're trying to deflect some of that anger that will be thrown maybe on Nagelsmann or some of the players. It's a tactic, but it's just utter BS. If you're telling me that there's 5 Bundesliga clubs better than Bayern, you're making me laugh because it is just ridiculous to say that. What's up? How was your weekend? My weekend was very good. I desperately missed being here though, doing what we do on the channel, and I genuinely feel more rested and eager to go, and I'm excited for tomorrow. Really, really excited for tomorrow. Call me crazy, but go all out and win the Super Cup. Trophies build teammates and confidence. I agree. I will be peed off. I will be peed off, man. But I'm excited nonetheless. Thanks, Josh. Your channel is one of the best international BBB channels ever. Very, very, very much appreciate that, my friends. I appreciate everything, all the kind words you guys said, all the support you've shown on the channel so far. It's incredible. It's the reason that our videos are featuring on Dortmund's official international fan app. And it's the reason that we get to do some fun stuff with the club. And I'm very proud. I'm very happy with everything that you guys have given us to give us to this time. And hopefully we'll be rewarded with it tomorrow with a victory. It was a reference to the previous comment where it said, Josh, update. I just basically said that you're not Holland to be updated. A reference to the rumor that he's a robot. Yes, I think the reference that Holland is a robot is very accurate. Very accurate, but I gotcha. Witsel is too slow, but there's zero, in my opinion, man, there's zero other options to go there. Witsel, like I said, his footballing IQ matched alongside a very informed Manuel Akanji should give us a better chance than Papadopoulos. I like Papadopoulos. I thought he's done some very good stuff in preseason, but I don't think, and it's clearly shown, that Marco Rose doesn't trust him in a game like Frankfurt. He's definitely not going to trust him in a game like Bayern. So Witsel is our option and is our answer right now to the center back until Hummels comes back. I think we can utilize Delaney at left center back. We could, but we haven't been playing a back three, man. We have not been playing a back three. The two formations that I've noticed right now that that we will play this season is a 4-1-2-1-2 and a 4-2-3-1. We haven't seen the 3-4-1-2 or the 3-4-2-1 or anything like that quite yet. So until we do, I don't disagree, but I still think Delaney's best position is a CDM in a 4-2-3-1 or in a 4-3-3. But he can play there. I agree with you. Sorry, Josh, if we discussed it, we are in need to add a right back to our squad. Paslak Mounier ain't going to cut it for me. Yeah. I mean, I'm genuinely curious to see how Mounier performs when he comes back, because I think he's going to be a massive upgrade to Paslak. But we lack depth. I agree. We do. So if we sell Delaney, we need to buy a right back or a center back. Or a center back who can play right back. Or vice versa. We need that. We absolutely need that. But I'm still banking that Mounier has a bounce back year because you have to. We have no other options. That is what it is. My starting 11 for tomorrow. Kobel, Schultz, Witsel, Akanji, Paslak, Dahoud, Bellingham, Royce, Malen, Holland, Reyna. 4-2-3-1 or our 4-1-2-1-2. Luca, would you quit stealing my preview? Mine will be very similar. But yes, it's something along the lines of that is what I'm thinking as well. Very much so. Snipe City's back. My boy from Montreal, I believe, or Quebec. I know he's a Canadiens fan. Snipe City, are you from Quebec or Montreal? I can't remember, but I know you're a Habs fan, which is why we're low-key enemies in the NHL. But we're going to smash Bayern tomorrow. Mark my words. I like the confidence, man. I like the confidence. 4 pass lacks plus Holland is my takeaways completed. I agree. I mean, from what I hear, what I see. Yeah, but we have a preview video going up tomorrow, guys, so I don't want to touch too much on the Super Cup, even though I know that's pretty much all we're thinking about. But the preview will be up today, and it will also maybe be over on the BBB International app. So, you know, excitement all around. I remember Josh opening a gift from Dortmund with his weird mustache. Was it weird? Was it weird, man? I don't know. Yeah. What happened with Mattawake and St. Just? Noni is not going to come to us. We had rumors going around that we were looking at him. I mean, A, I don't think we can afford him. And B, I don't think he's keen to come. From what I heard, I've read interviews, I've talked to PSV sources, and it says that he left Tottenham and walked right by Manchester United because he wants to play and play now. With Malen playing in that PSV squad, they played a 4-4-2. So he played over as more a right midfielder and then time to time up as a striker. His best formation is a right attacking mid in a 4-2-3-1. And guess what? With Malen going out, they are now playing in a 4-2-3-1. Gutsa is now playing as the cam. Noni's playing as the left attacking mid, and the right attacking mid, and he's killing it. He's absolutely killing it. So I see him staying at PSV 100%, and then I don't know what's gonna happen because I think he's gonna have a big year, and there may be more interest from him. St. Just is interesting. It doesn't seem like Mainz want to sell. Also, it seems like we may not be able to pull off that transfer, but there hasn't been any rumors for a long time now, so I wouldn't hold my breath that St. Just is coming. Josh, why did you not stream for the Dortmund versus Frankfurt game? I was camping. Me, Producer T, our girlfriends, and a bunch of friends went camping for the weekend. Something we had booked for over a year. I missed it. I had fun camping. I missed the game. I missed the game though. I missed doing the stream, but the nice thing is that we get to bounce right back with the Super Cup. So that's the reason I wasn't there, man. Your background is real or a green screen? It is real. It is real. That is a soccer ball right there. Those are my Dortmund jerseys. But here's a nice sneak peek for you guys. I can quickly just tell you kind of what's in the background. Because yes, I like the background. Let me know if you guys like the background of where we are. Because it used to be my frame Marco Reus jersey, but I genuinely like this. So let's start off. Dortmund ball. These are my Dortmund jerseys. Right there. That's my Canada jersey. This is Jonathan David Canada jersey. Right there. Right there is the Pokal. It is a printed out cutoff. Those are my scarves. That is Toronto FC, my local team. Dortmund's Champions League ball. We went to the finals. A note from Dortmund. A mask with JJD TV and Borussia Dortmund. That is Santa's ass right there. That is Dab beer. And those are stickers from Dortmund. And then this is the league table. Right. That was hard to do. Right there. That was a challenge. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. All right. Where are we? Where are we? BVB new sponsorship is Tim Hortons. Are you serious? So that's fantastic. When you do come to Dortmund, visit 1 or 2 matches in the greatest stadium. I will pay for your ticket, pay for your hotel. What an offer. What an offer, my man. I appreciate that. I will definitely let you know if we head to Dortmund. Producer T and I plan on going there. I was going to maybe reach out to the team and see if there was something we can set up. But I don't know what... I would want to go because I will have to spend some money. I would like to go when the stadium can be full. I want to give Producer T the atmosphere that I got. I went to a game in 2018. Coolest thing ever. I bet the atmosphere is still pretty cool. But maybe I'll reach out to the team and maybe I'll be able to go to Dortmund and Producer T and I can do some vlogs and stuff because it would be pretty cool. But incredible offer. I will definitely come and visit you, my man. Yeah, I'll go to a couple matches for sure. But I appreciate the offer. Josh, I want to thank you for consistency, amazing videos. I appreciate it, my man. Means a lot hearing you guys enjoying the content. Montreal is Quebec, bro. I'm dead. No, there's Quebec City, is there not? Am I sounding like a goof? Yeah, there's Quebec City. Sorry, that's what I meant. Quebec City. Montreal, Quebec City. 2 cities in Quebec. You know. See, I do live here. Montreal. Okay. What defenders are we getting? 0 are linked with us right now, my man. 0 are linked with us. The transfer news has been dead. I have tried to scrape up as much as I could for the video today. The only big thing was the Delaney to Sevilla video. We talked about it, and like I said, take it with a grain of salt. There is enough in there to prove that Delaney could potentially leave. However, the transfer fee is not set up. And yeah, we're going to have to see, man. We're going to have to see. Background is OP. You're pointing at your cap and saying it's your jersey. I tried to point around. I don't want to just turn around and, you know, it is what it is. Josh, what do you think about Bayern's performance under Nagelsmann recently? I think there's some question marks. I think there's going to be a bit of a transition period into it. And I'm hoping that we hit them hard. I'm hoping for a start similar to our last game against them. Erling Haaland, hungry, running down Upamecano, running down their defenders, and just genuinely enjoying the way that the game went. But we're going to have to see. I said it once, I'll say it again. The perfect CB right back is Klosterman, and I agree with you, man. I agree with you. But yeah, I don't think we can afford Klosterman. I don't. Which is why I don't, like, I agree with you 100%. He would be perfect, but we just probably won't be able to do it. I know this won't happen, but wouldn't Trent Alexander-Arnold be a decent right back for us? Yeah, that will never happen, but, I mean, he would be. Angie, hi Josh, missed your watch along on Saturday. Did you not do one? I did not, Angie. I went away camping. My girlfriend and I, Producer T, his girlfriend, and a bunch of our friends drove 4 hours up north, and we went camping for the weekend. So we had that booked for over a year, so unfortunately I booked it, didn't know I did it right on the home and season opener for Dortmund, so I did miss the watch along, but it's okay. We will be back. We'll be back tomorrow with our Super Cup watch along, which should be a banger. we're going to watch the Super Cup. I'm not sure. I can watch it on Sportsnet here in Canada, but if you're not in Canada, I don't know how to help you. If we get under 10 million for Delaney, it's the worst deal we've made in a long time. It is. There's two things beside that. One, he looks to be moving on because he wants to. It's seeming like it. And two, his contract is running out. So we're not going to get a ton of money for a 29-year-old. We should get, if we got 10 to 12, I would be fine with that. If we got 4, that's a slap in the face. We'll have to see, though. We will have to see. OC says he can watch it on Sony. Hey, nice. Hey, Josh, good news. Bundesliga is on Sony. I don't have a deal. Interesting. In Canada, I believe it's Sportsnet that I can use. But all right, guys, we're going to wrap up the stream there today. I appreciate everybody once again tuning in. This was a fun stream. I missed you guys. And just to wrap up for you guys, rest of today, the Bayern preview will pop up in a couple hours. Tomorrow, the Bundesliga Roundup, our first ever Bundesliga Roundup. I'm very excited for it. Followed by the watch along, and then the 5 takeaways. So a lot of content coming in the next couple of days, and I'm very much looking forward to tomorrow's watch along. It'll be a lot of fun. But I appreciate you guys tuning in to meet with me today. Missed you guys over the weekend, and hopefully the amount of content we got coming up for the next few days will make up for it. So if you guys haven't done so already, be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, help us get closer to 5K, and we'll see you next time.